Right now, Baltimore police are in the middle of a manhunt for the people who shot at several police officers late last night. This afternoon, the Baltimore City Police Commissioner addressed the violent car and gunfight that happened in West Baltimore. It started when the suspects shot an officer in the 2500 block of Edmondson Avenue. According to police, they took off, they drove to West Lafayette Avenue, where they shot two more officers. WMAR 2 News' Eddie Kadam live outside the Baltimore Police Department tonight with the latest. He joins us now. Eddie, can you tell us what's the condition on the officer who went to shock trauma and the ongoing search for suspects?
Hey, good evening, Kelly. Well, tonight the commissioner said that they had, quote, a promising lead on some suspects, not going into any more details other than that. And the officer was not shot, but was taken to shock trauma as a precautionary measure. We're told that officer is expected to be okay tonight.
It started with a shot spotter alert on Edmondson Avenue. When police arrived, they say they tried to pull over a vehicle, but someone in the car opened fire on them. The driver and at least one other person drove off and shot at cops again when they got to this bridge at West Lafayette Avenue. Bullets smashed the windows on the patrol car, but didn't hit any of the officers.
It speaks to the brazenness of today's violent offender, firing at our police officers, but you know, our officers continue to come to work every day to show bravery and professionalism, which they did last night.
The shootout ended right next to 83-year-old Clinton Walker's home.
Why are they doing that? Terrorize people, I guess. Try to scare people. From what I see. The police out here don't shooting at the police. They got the police out protection. Don't shoot the police.
The president of the Baltimore City Police Union, Michael Mancuso, took to Twitter saying, quote, last night's shootout between BPD officers and violent criminals in the West District is indicative of a city overrun by violence. Our brave officers are working with seriously reduced manpower per shift and a commissioner who has zero ability to lead in the midst of such violence. When asked about the tweets Tuesday afternoon, the commissioner chose not to respond.
It would be quite immature and irresponsible for me to say anything about somebody who's not here to defend themselves. That's the maturity I choose to operate by and to lead by.
The commissioner did not give a vehicle description in this case, only saying he may give one later, possibly tomorrow. He is asking anyone that heard or saw something. He said this is a pretty busy area, and at that time, around 8:30 at night, there would have been a lot of people outside that could have saw or heard something. Contact police. You can contact Metro Crime Stoppers. You can leave an anonymous tip with them and get a hold of them as quickly as you can. For now, live outside of the Baltimore City Police Headquarters in downtown Baltimore, Eddie Kadam, WMAR 2 News.